I mean, I know everyone talks about Bitcoin, but I won't even tell anyone to buy Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin has gone. Let the big boys buy the Bitcoin, but there are so many others. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laju. All right, so this is the most anticipated video from me. I know I promised to share this video. I said it in I think one of my videos, that I will share how we raise our deposit. So I wouldn't go into too much personal details, but I will I'll leave a trail so that you can also find your step and get an idea of what we really did. Also, I should mention that this is not financial advice. This is a disclaimer. I am not a finance advisor of any sort. This is just from personal experience and from getting information around, and basically just personal experience. So yeah, how were we able to raise our deposit, or how can you raise your deposit? So there are a number of ways you can raise money for your deposit. Obviously, you need to have a form of income, whether active or passive. Having active income is so important, but passive income is also very important as well. And I remember that like 2020, I still didn't have any job then. It was just my husband. My husband has been the one, working for most of the years. And love, I appreciate you for all your patience and effort in the past couple of years. So buying a house was not priority on our mind at that point. We were just trying to, survive and get by and just be happy. And last year I shared that I started working, and after like a long time of not working, but all the while I always try to do one form of passive income or the other, but still it wasn't enough to really, save for a deposit. Now, like I shared in my video about how we bought our house, for us the journey was an impromptu one, and I think if we didn't just jump into it, we probably would never do it. We'll probably be waiting for the perfect moment. So I've listed a couple of steps that, a couple of things that you can do to raise money for your house. And I also did mention that I'm more of an investor than a saver. I'm not even as bullish as I was last year, but being an investor, you can be a bearish investor or a bullish one. Now, being bullish means, you're going hard. And if you're bearish or the market is bear, it means you're just a slow investor, or the market is going down, sort of that kind of thing. So I know that even though I wasn't working for a long time, I still always try to get information. I just really prayed that I wanted wisdom to know how to spend the money when I make the money, because it's one thing to have the money and not know what to do with it and just make poor choices financially. So I really did, invest myself in learning as much as I could, just find out information. And my husband as well, he was always trying to find out ways in which we could grow our wealth, because it's one thing to make the money, but you need to know how to build this money. And yes, everybody knows that property investment is like key, like if you know anything about property. So this is our very, very first property investment. Like, it's the house we live in. It's a liability, but it's also an asset in its own way. So back to how to raise money. Now I'll start with the very basic one: stocks, buying shares. Yeah, investment is risky, you can go either way, but I'll rather invest than save, except for emergency saving, of course. But because I do remember 2020, guys, like 2020 was a lot was going on, but I think if you look on the positive side of 2020, a lot of people got to save. Like, personally, I think we didn't spend as much. We didn't have to work so hard because everybody was just uncertain about the future. But nobody was traveling, nobody was going out like that. We were not spending on childcare, so we were able to save a lot. Like, my husband saved a lot of money in 2020. But guys, 2021 came, and really, what happened to the money? Life happens, all the savings, something will come up. This one, that one. The money is gone before you know it. But if you had invested that money, we'll be saying a different story. Anyway, 2021, we wisened up. We started getting more aware of, okay, what to do with money, how to make money grow. I remember watching a video, and the guy said, until you put your money to work, you can't be rich. Like, if you have money, money doesn't get tired, money doesn't sleep. You need to make every pound or every dollar you make, you need to make it work for you and bring you more money. So you get tired, you go to bed, you work your hours, but money would never sleep. Money will keep working, but you need to make sure you put it where it would, bring back. It's just like the parable of talents. If you bury the money and hide it, in your bank, like the guy that had one talent, it wouldn't grow. You just say, oh, master, take what, because how much does your bank give you at the end of the month? 0 point something percent. Very ridiculous. Meanwhile, these guys are investing your money to make more money. Trust me, the bank, your money is not sitting in the bank. Your money is doing a lot of work, but they only give you a very tiny piece of that. So we actually, we found out a lot and we're like, what? Are you for real? You can't just keep working hard. You need to learn to work smart. And that was what we did. So some of the ways that you can grow your money through stocks, buying shares. And now we are living in the best time. I mean, I remember my dad then, he would say, oh, he's going to meet his stockbroker, and he would travel all the way to Eko, I can't remember what, Lagos Island, to go and meet somebody. I don't know what, funny, I used to feel like, oh, he didn't really tell us a lot about it, but I knew my dad had, shares and dividends and those kind of things. So I had an awareness of that. It was investing, but I didn't really know much about it. But guys, this is 2022. Everything you need is on your phone. Apps, you don't need to go to any stockbroker. There are so many apps. I've mentioned free trade before. I think one of the interviews I had, we mentioned free trade. Guys, you can buy your own stocks, buy your own shares and all that just on your phone. Is it Apple? Is it Netflix? Is it Facebook? Is it Google, Alphabet, Tesla? Everything is right there on your phone. Then you also have Vanguard. If you want to buy blended stocks, if you're like, oh, I can't afford these stocks, of which you don't have to buy. Like if Tesla is, how much is Tesla now? I can't remember, but Tesla is a whole lot, maybe up to 3K. I'm not very current anymore. If you can't afford $3,000, you can always buy just a part of it, and just have it. Like Tesla blew last year, and everybody was like, wow, wow, wow. I mean, if I just bought quarter, what am I saying? What's the smallest piece? If I just bought a little, you would have seen it grow, and that's how investment works. A lot of people are into get rich quick schemes and all, but sometimes you really need to learn patience. And for me, investment is something that is long term for me. Even though when I needed the house, it was something that I kind of, took what I needed. But you have to look at it on the long term. The market is very volatile sometimes. It goes up, it goes down. If you're looking at it, you're going to be withdrawing your money when the market is going down, which is a loss. So you need to learn to just be patient and just, if you look at these stocks for, look at them over 5 years, they may seem not to be doing well right now, but just look at the trend and you will see that they've appreciated. So yeah, you need to learn about investment, educate yourself. Like I'm not educating you, I'm just telling you one of the ways you can raise money. So if it's blended funds, you can buy blended. There's so many S&P 500. I can't remember what their names were. Like S&P 500, I really like it because the top 500 companies in America, they're all there. Every big company you can think of. So you can just buy how much £100 a month. Just buy something, and those companies they keep growing. They keep growing. So that's just one. Another type of investment I'll just check is crypto. This one is my favorite. I won't deny it. I love crypto, and I know I haven't said much about crypto before, but I'm still learning. That's the truth. But crypto was something I really got to know about last year, and it's just one thing I'm proud I heard about. And I know I hear people say crypto, what are they talking about? And I'm thinking, oh my god, how can you still be so ignorant? You need to find, you can't just be blind and be praying for a miracle. Yes, it's good, there's nothing God cannot do. But even if you suddenly win the lottery, you need to wisen up on how to invest it, whether you're going into property, whether you're going into stocks, whether you're going into crypto, because crypto is here to stay. It is digital currency that is here to stay. So you need to stay woke, guys. I don't like using that word. I've actually never used that word, but I think it's important to use it right now. Find out about crypto. Crypto was something that I really got to know more about last year. I'm not even, this year I've been bare on crypto. I haven't been investing in crypto as much, which is not wise because the market is so low right now. This is the best time to get in, and you need to stay updated on this news to really know, because there are so many coins and you don't want to fall victim to fraud. So yeah, you need to stay updated and know what you're investing in. I mean, I know everyone talks about Bitcoin, but I won't even tell anyone to buy Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin has gone. Let the big boys buy the Bitcoin, but there are so many others. Number 2 is Ethereum. Ethereum is really doing well. 2020 December, Ethereum was about $300, $400. Guys, by January, Ethereum had tripled, and then I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know so much about it. And at that moment I was like, is that how fast these coins can grow? And I remember my husband saying, yeah, because he told me, should we buy Ethereum? And I said, what is Ethereum? What is Ethereum? I just know Bitcoin, I don't know this. And I was acting silly. But By the end of last year, Ethereum has reached $4,500. I'm like, what? So yeah, I wish I had plenty money. I would have bought plenty Ethereum. But yeah, whatever you can afford, just buy it and you will see the profit. So definitely there's some that's just one coin. That's like number two. There are so many coins. But this video is not about that. You need to do your research, really. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. So another way to raise deposits, to raise your deposit is through what we call ajo. Now, for my non-African subscribers, they may not know what this is. Okay, I don't know if this is even an African thing, but I know it's a Nigerian thing. It's something that we call ajo. Now, ajo is like a savings pool where, if you're trying to save, it's like a forceful kind of saving whereby you want to raise a bulk sum. Maybe you have a wedding, or you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, and you want to use your money. So what you do is you come together with a group of people. Now, these people, they are not people you necessarily know. You can just tell your friend, and your friend will tell another person. You just gather yourselves. You can be as many as 20 and as little as 3, but not the more you are, the more money it is, but it may take a longer time. So my recommendation, maybe you guys can be like 10, 6 or 12 years, 12 months anyway. So you come together with these people and you decide on how much you want to donate every month, and you take turns. So it's very easy. I'm trying to break it down. I hope you guys follow me. I know most people in Nigerians already know what this is anyway, but I'm explaining this for those that are not Nigerians. So there are 6 of us, and we say, okay, we want to save £1,000 every month. That can be quite hard to save on your own. So ajo is like forceful saving, really, because saving £1,000 by myself, like, that means you've worked you've really worked hard to save that money. Well, that's for me. Some people don't. It's not that hard for some people. But yeah. So every month we take turns. I'm like, okay, I'll collect second or third. So the first person, everybody sends you the 1,000. That person already automatically has £6,000. The second one, the next person, everybody pays you 1,000. So when it's your turn, you collect your 6,000 or your 10,000, whatever the amount of people, and automatically you already have a huge deposit. So it's always advisable to make sure you do this way before you apply for your house, because in the UK it's not a culture they are used to, and you have to be explaining. They will ask you to bring letters from everybody, statement of accounts, a lot of stories that you don't want to tell, except to find a solicitor that really understands it, which we were lucky to find. But you really need to find out about that. So it was something that we constantly do, or not like constantly do, but we knew about, and we were just doing it not because we were trying to even raise money for a house, but it's just something that you just don't know when you need that bulk money, and we were just doing it, and it really paid off for us last year as well. So yeah, get into ajo, find ajo train. I know a couple of times you ask people, let's do ajo, they say they can't afford it, but find people that you think are willing, even if it's 500, 200, 100. Just do, some people have ajo with different people, like they are donating 200 here, 500 here, 1,000 here, whatever works for you. The most important thing is that there's mutual trust. This is just something that everybody knows, that you have to keep your part of the deal and pay your ajo every month, pay your savings every month, your deposit, and when it's your turn, everybody pays you and you're happy. There's its agreed time, date, and all that. So that is one way that Nigerians or Africans raise money. I know it started with market women or something like that, and it has gone on. Everybody has adopted it in their family, in their homes. A lot of people do it. It's just a way to save. Some people will say, oh, but there's no interest, there's no this. No, nothing. Is what you put that you get. When you've done your 6 months, when it's your turn, you collect your money and you pay the people too. So it's just like people are exchanging money. Money is exchanging hands. It's the same money that you give out. So if you are the last person, for instance, you're the 6th person, that means you've paid people 1,000, you paid 5 people 1,000 for 5 months, and when it's your turn, everybody pays you back. It's your own 1,000, you have your 6,000. So that way, you technically raise 6,000. If it's 10 people, the same thing, you've raised £10,000. So that's one major way to raise money. Yeah. Another thing you should know, there's something called ISA, which I believe we've spoken about on this channel. So ISA basically is your individual savings account, and it's not, well, it's good because if you want to be putting your money in ISA, you can be putting your money there, and you don't have to pay any tax. It's tax free basically. You're allowed to raise 20,000 pounds per year in your ISA account. And there are many. There's cash ISA, there's stock ISA. So find out, like Vanguard, I know they do ISA as well, and that's why I like them. So you're able to, raise money. So whatever, maybe you buy stocks and your interest and everything gets up to £20,000. You don't have to pay. It's tax free. Basically, it's in an ISA account. So those little information, just try to find out more about it. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope I was able to explain how we raised our funds, our deposits. So I've chipped it in right there. Everything is hidden in those words, even though I didn't say exactly which ones we did, but you can guess which ones we did, basically. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye.